with two teams looking to get their first victory of this 2022 CFL season. Marshall Ferguson, Dwayne Ford, Claire Hanna down at field level for us throughout the evening as we get a look at Caleb Evans stepping into the fray, Dwayne, as he gets his first start of the season.
Last year, one of their go-to guys. He has become a go-to guy in the nation's capital.
Evans stands in the pocket, throws it back shoulder, completed right away, and welcome back to Hamilton, Jalen Ackland.
He'll start at the boundary half today.
Quarterback run on 2nd and long here for Evans through the tackles, knifes forward and runs for the first gain of 20-plus yards given up by the Ticats defense this year.
Well, this is one of the intriguing things for Ottawa.
Struggled in the score zone with Masoli. Can they make some magic here? Outside in, Ackland, touchdown Red Blacks. Immediately his first touchdown of the year, and it comes back in the hammer where he started his CFL career. That's a 2nd and long after the short run here, and Dane will climb the pocket, looking downfield, open receiver, it's caught. It's the newcomer in Hamilton, and it's popped out on the ground. Randall Evans has it, and again, the turnover issues strike, as it was Johnson, his first start.
-9 so far this season. That shows in terms of the standings as well.
Clunky start to that play, ends in a sack for Julian Hauser. Evans with pressure down around his legs, has to dance away from it, but can't escape. And another sack early on in this game.
Took Jeremiah Masoli out of the lineup.
Rightfully so, as this one's popped up in the air, and another turnover in this game. It's Cam Kelly, his 2nd of the season. So back and forth, these struggling offenses go. Ottawa was on fire on their first drive, but nobody can put it together since. Hamilton shows a lot of eye candy. You got to know what they're showing versus what they're actually doing. Double move outside, Ackland, slant and go, catches it, running away from Jamal Roll. Tunde Adeleke giving chase, and pushed out of bounds, but a big shot play, and Olapoli's always telling us, Dwayne Ford, explosives. That's what this offense needs.
Yeah, those big plays. Keep an eye on Jalen Ackland. He's lined up as the outside man. The young quarterback can still be fooled.
Lewis Ward 0 for 1 in this ball game. Gets a shorter look this time and hammers it through. This time Dane Evans lines up as a slot back. He'll take a handoff and roll to the field side, throwing a comeback complete to Tyler Turnowski. So heard about Andy Fantu's former Ticat pregame talking about be creative, go out and attack, try to win this football game.
The punter this week is Seth Small, takes over place kicking duties.
And hooks it just inside the upright, so 4 points on the board. Evans goes hard count, they'll reset. 5 receivers set in on 3rd and goal from the 3, looks to his left, rips an out route, and just past the outstretched arms of Tim White, incomplete. Turnover on downs.
Guys, his legs are a weapon in this league.
Big difference is on 2nd and long. This one's a punt for Alden Darby. It's caught at his own 50, cutting it back and wrapped up at the 55. But that one hung up way too long for Caleb Evans. 16th catch of the year. And rolling out this time, lots of time. Evans throwing it back the other side. It's completed. It's the fullback, Felix Garan-Gauthier, and he's wrapped up inside the 5. Jake Burt and Garan-Gauthier, heavy set in, sneaking, rolling to the left. Touchdown Hamilton. Tie ball game in the search for their first win between these two clubs in 2022.
Watching Winnipeg with their back-to-back Grey Cups with Mike Miller and Jake Thomas.
No doubt. 2nd and medium, Dane Evans, he'll take a shot over the top, reaching back. One-handed, was that Stephen Dunbar with one? It's all he needed.
Yeah, you can pick up your flag. Stephen Dunbar does not need the help.
36 big ones.
Ottawa number 16. Penalty is declined.
Trying to throw it away from the defender. Collision, reach, catch.
Out of their QBs today.
Matthew Shilton Evans there. 1st and 10 from the 15. Evans back in the end zone. The newcomer, Anthony Johnson. Touchdown, Ticats.
Johnson knew the corner was coming for him that time. Took a little peek, but makes the squeeze in the end zone.
As it's brought across midfield by Terry Williams, and pushed out of bounds by Stavros Katsantonis. Apologize for the technical difficulties, but thank you for being here in the second half with us. As a late flag comes out, it'll likely be an unnecessary roughness call at the end of this.
That helped him.
Caleb Evans diving towards the end zone, stretches it out on 2nd and goal from the 1. And it is a touchdown. So Ottawa opens up the first half with a scoring drive.
But just wonder how much talking Kyle's doing over there. I don't know if anybody can fill Simone's shoes in that regard.
Plenty of talk here from the Ticats defense. Julian Hauser, his 2nd sack of the ball game.
Been this one close.
17 points on the board is, a nice throw from Dane Evans. He was staring right down into the hole. Saw 2 men and didn't care. That was a relaxed throw into coverage. Solely with 4 to his left, they'll empty out Don Jackson, trying to find a curl route, and Braylon Addison snatches it out of midair. Close coverage on the play, and Dane said to us this week, Dwayne, that he was focusing on ball placement. That was a laser to the outside shoulder of number 0. Kyle Wilson supplying the pressure. Heat on this time. Man coverage all over the place. Jalen Ackland breaks a tackle. Very nearly does. As it looked like Jamal Rowe got just enough of number 23. Evans deep drop this time. Wanted to take a shot down the field. The pressure wouldn't allow it. Can he escape? He won't. Now the ball is out, rolling around. Shades of the past games here in Hamilton. It's still loose. And it'll be Lorenzo Malden, the former Ticat, who gets there before number 9. And Paul LaPolice calls for the heavies right away. In the 4th quarter, turnovers deep in their own end, losing fumbles, and setting up short fields.
Team right now.
Former Ticat Darius Sirocco snaps it back to Evans, plunges his way forward over the goal line. It's a touchdown for the Red Black on live television. There you go. We answered all the questions. Wobbling punt drops down. Lawrence Woods carries it across the 25, cuts back at the 30, 35, still on his feet, cutting across midfield. The Ticats down 5. Can he run away from Marco Dubois? Tracking him down, and he falls.
Never look back.
He heard the footsteps of the big Rouge et Or monster, Marco Dubois. They're both out of oxygen, but Hamilton gets a jolt of lightning into the offense. Receiver breaking the huddle. They'll go 5 wide. Schultz does look to take it to the air. He goes to White. Intercepted at the goal line. Pulled out of the arms of Tim White. It's Bailey, Hakeem Bailey, diving in from behind, and the Red Blacks will wave goodbye. 5th turnover of the ball game. This one ain't over yet, but that stings.
Well, and here you'll see, watch the eyes.
1st and 10 from the Ottawa 26. Corner route over the top, completed on the money. Tim White. Game, he's back in. 3rd and goal. Evans leans to his left on his back foot into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger Cats. With 19 seconds remaining, Evans leads the comeback drive. LP Barras is the long snapper, Leone the holder. Lewis Ward with the kick. Does it have the depth? Just shy. It grazed the uprights, and that is how Hamilton will get their first win of the season as Evans and Sean Thomas Erlington celebrate.